Hey, there is a song on the playlist which is not a song, it's some video that talks about Russia developing some kind of weapon or using some kind of weapon, I'm not sure. And I was trying to find it on the list of songs and remove it. Not unable to do so, so I guess we're stuck with that periodically reoccurring. Nonetheless, let's go. Finish our Nando's League, and after that we can play something funny.
Phenomenal control player.
Hi.
8-0, 10-0? Could be. How come that, like, when I watch other streams or look at deck lists, there's so many decks that just play so many funky mid-range cards, chat, that don't actually do anything. Like the Ajanis and... Like, I get it, it's a good card, but... This is like the epitome. I guess it's a spike deck, right? But yeah, it's a deck where not a single card does anything against combo decks. It's just creatures and removal, so it's like... It's a standard deck. Like, very powerful one, of course, we have Guide of Souls and Ragavan, but... It's a... standard deck, right? In... form and function. No, in function, but not in form? So that's what happened. What's my match? Okay. Well, every time I try brewing, let's say, I'm just afraid that my deck doesn't do enough normal things. Oh, that's nice. We get a Yavimaya. Clearly, mid-range brain is contagious. Yeah, I guess many suffer from it. Is Amulet cringe now? Well, I'll just play Penelhaven and pass. It's a bit slow. Amulet is a bit cringe, yeah. Do I like Bristly? In theory, it hasn't been really relevant in my games yet. Call incoming Oracle. A, obcięty pazur. To Fulkowi. Co nie było źle. Calling Oracle, ramping. That's just so lucky. My head is slow though. Guess I would like another lead on Bill. Next time I go Nantuko, fetch. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't Nandu, but my opponent can Nandu now. Maybe they'll miss Chuko. Bill's gonna clock them, don't worry. As Bill tends to do. Hacking Clockster. To Fulek! Nie gryź mnie, co? Forest, what a draw step that is. This deck is sick. Yesterday I killed opponent turn 2 over blue flare. Over blue flare? What does that mean? You mean that they had a blue flare? How did you kill a person with this on turn 2 through a blue flare? That doesn't sound real. Hey, do you have any opinion on the Boros energy decks? Yeah, I do actually, we just talked about it. I was saying that this is like the most mid-range deck and it literally has 0 anti-combo cards in it, and that's kind of crazy that a deck like this exists, but I'm thinking that it's not like... Boros mid-range decks don't tend to thrive. Where is court for Nadu, friend? Boros mid-range decks don't tend to thrive in formats that have combo decks. Guess I don't need black, we just should hedge mace. Hedge mace. Graveyard. Oh, I'm about to get flared. Aj, X2, ale mi się pomyliło. Not good. That was a pretty rough mistake then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Bristly Bill, more like Bristly Debil. Well, now I pass. He didn't have Nadu. Construct. But yeah, I meant to tap an extra land and get Nadu. Then we would have been able to play a land for Bristly Bill. Get a trigger of Pendelhaven. Core 4 Outrider if possible. Dobra, wygrałeś. Maybe my opponent was sneaky with their cord. Maybe they had a main deck answer and they didn't want to cord just yet. Who knows? I'll trim a Grease because the matchup is not gonna be about grinding. I'll trim the Bristly Bill because the matchup is not gonna be about grinding. I'll add Volatile Stormdrake and Fetal Pushes. Could have been a Knight Errant of Chaos through... Bowmaster seems kinda blank. Do I think Mirror Nadu is about grinding? I do not think the Nadu Mirror is gonna be about grinding. Might even cut Grease entirely. I mean, probably okay to have one. Can have Might too. If I just want to have the fast cards. Wicked Endurance too, I don't really want it. Like if assuming I just want to have all the fast cards, then I guess I play like this. Going down to 0 grind, maybe he's gonna punish me, we'll see. But intuitively, the matchup is not about grinding, so I would not like to grind. I'll keep this. So I think I botted out all my black cards except for Fetal Push. My blue cards are Nadu, so actually I'll
He's a
fetch
phenomenal control
Overgrown Tomb.
player.
Good morning, Mr. Streamer.
And you might ask why did I keep? I'll say, well, I think the hand is not too bad. Force of Vigor, the cards will become active eventually. What are the bad matchups for Nadu decks? I cannot answer that question. What makes you think there are any? Tuco_CR, thank you very much for your Sabini. I appreciate your support. Green. Oh no, Wall of Rods. Calming Oracle. I guess they're the counterspell version, so like we shouldn't mono grind against them, mono combo against them. We will spend both cards on carding for X3. Playing it as a monster. Okay. Holy snap, that's so many 1/1s. I'll try the Encore. That's a dangerous monster. I'll pass and get Nadu end of turn. If they play Nadu, I'll probably get the Drake. Notably, Villain fetched mana in a way where they can't cast. I'll try that now. Maybe they will be able to fetch white. Enchant creature on coming Oracle. Let that resolve. They tapped white, they didn't want to deploy the Encore, so I assume no. Flare of the Nile having, or rather being revealed. So Outrider Flare. And then Uno card. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, osiem, dziewięć, 10, 11, 11 cards. I probably could have played chord in response to the last Calling Oracle reveal and my point revealing the Flare of Daniel. A little bit of a bummer perhaps, but it's because the chord they will surely counter. Then let's try again. I think. Resolve Nadu. Cycle my lands. Shuko. Force of Vigors. Unfortunately, I can't Shuko this turn. So if they draw Nadu, they will kill me. Because I can't force an Encore. So I probably should force the non-2-co immediately to prevent a card from being drawn. Yeah, that should be something I do. Because I know they have Encore in hand and it's just a... Well, still I should have responded to that because they have a chord and it's still bad for me. No, I should have pitched on that pause, probably. What is my opinion on Saga in Nadu decks? It has many upsides, but just as many downsides. It's classic Saga in a grindy deck thing. Can't you force your Haywire Might to get one card deeper? I could, but like that doesn't matter if you're already on their turn. Towarding my Nadu, but we flipped a land. Checkmate. Do I think your Nadu Vanilla Lightning Reach deck is gonna be good or not? Do you play many colorless creatures? Oh, like I have Vanifar, Evolve Enigma in my cube, and you can cloak an Eldrazi and then like Resto Angel the Eldrazi, and then you get the big creature. It works pretty well with that Betrays. Is that the name? Yeah. Like that's a pretty base combination. Hits villain really hard. We're gonna board in Gamson Mine. I guess if they play the card they play the flares, I should play Veils. Got Okina or Pendelhaven? Pendelhaven. I got Bowmasters. We need to make 2 cards. 3 push is probably too much. One Yawgmoth in the sideboard for science? No, it's for the grindy matchups. I'll keep, I can't keep Force of Vigor, I think. On a pitched hand. Maybe I can put back the Might. Seems worse than keeping Force. Seems worse to keep Force than it is to keep Might. The Yawgmoth is just for the grindy matchups. And like, you know, imagine you play against a mid-range deck, and your opponent plays so-called hate cards. I think I can fetch a Survey land. That's probably better than Might right now. Holding the Might might incentivize them to play Saga, to blow them out too. Is Mardus Scam cringe or based? It's a fine deck. It's like, bro, like, I get it. I play a little bit of Scam, so you value my opinion, but really, I don't know. I'm not normally the mid-range player. Flash seems like a strong card. The Escape Titans are typically pretty good cards. You know. Oh, Kotal. That's solid. I kept Pact because I can Pact for Safekeeper. Next turn. Don't want to do that this turn. Nadu. Winged Wisdom. One gets to cycle their lands. Nadu. Island, how lucky. Blue mana. Saga. Wall of Roots. I think Wall of Roots doesn't really make sense alongside cards like this. But then Chord of Calling doesn't make much sense either. It's rough. No lands. Okay. I guess I would just want Bill right now. I just don't have Bill. Or Grist even. Yeah, I would rather Greece than... than what I'm about to do. Can also Nantuko Mites. It's also good against Flood. Awkward. Wall of Rods. See, Chad never bored out Bristly Bill. Aye. Oh, it's fine. Do I attack? No, my creature is a 3/4 and theirs is 2. Maybe Safekeeper is just a good choice, but then pacting for Safekeeper means that you will need to pay for it. Having one dork in play. While the copied mites mean that my opponent will never ever assemble Shuko in their life. Sort of. Not really. No i znią ściana do Poison Pact. Super. Cordex free. Bro, you don't even have those flares in your deck. What's your problem? This game feels like it took ages. It's actually only turn 4. And we won. I'll try the flareless. Like, I shoot for the sake of being... like, actually doing a good job at trying things out, but... on paper... it doesn't excite me. Chord of Calling has been incredible for me, and I really feel like it's been incredible for me because I played for Wall of Roots, but... I have tried Ruby Storm yesterday. I went 3-2, but I would have I should really won one of my matches if my sideboard was built properly and it included some Shattering Sprees or Meltdowns. Deck felt extremely powerful and incredible. Have I tried Ruby Storm? Yes, I answered that question. Thoughts on collected company into packed slots? Company Nadu was actually the first thing I tried. And it was just not particularly good. If you look at my Nadu deck right now, it's a company. So you have 26 hits in theory, 27. But the good ones are Nadu and Outrider, and I guess Grease too. So like, well, it's probably a bit better in this variant. So, maybe. But previously the issue I had was that unless I hit exactly specifically Nadu with my company, it was not a good company. And I played 4 Outriders, but then your curve becomes bloated, weird, bad. Can I bring up your favorite card, Eldrazi Skull? I think there's some misconception here. Because I have nothing but kind words about Eldrazi Skull in combo decks that want to find a specific creature. I just didn't like Eldrazi Skull in a deck that was a no theme big mid-range decks. I think there it was here it was terrible. How big is my collection of jazzy shirts? Loving it. It's sizable. Not really. I probably have like 7 of those. I don't know how many clothes do you own, chat? One for each day of the week. It's bad value not to rewear though. Is this deck non doing it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna miss a Bristly Bill counter, but it's just gonna be... It's maybe possible to chord X2 now. Do I want to chord X2 for another Bowmasters or none to go? Perhaps. Like, this is kind of a sizable beatdown crew. Can pact for Nadu and chord for free drop. That is also an option, so good argument for saving the chord. Still prefer holding it up to casting it to attacking for 2. Bristly Bill, Spine Sower. Anyone Spine Sowing? Can attack for 1. I want to expose Bill, and I'll be cording during their turn. Since we're playing a game of passing the turn to each other, I don't want to just pact for something. They bolt the Bowmasters. Then the Bowmaster is gonna be dead. Come on, crack your clue, brother. You already bolted the Bowmasters. It's worth it. I'll get Nandus. Then next turn, if I untap, I have both Okina and Pendelhaven to just gain value. Then if I hit a land, Bristly Bill triggers things, so... Villain can't just pass to me. I can't, you say? Okay. Can also pact for Nantuko. Tidebinder. Oh no, my orc army will never trigger again. That's why you start with Pendelhaven, not with Okina. And if you Okina, you target Bristly Bill, I guess. So now I'll play the Arbor, target Nadu, probably. We grow the toughness and they just can't kill it. Oh, we drew Shuko, nice. Nice control deck. What's the deal with unstable amulet really, chat? Is it... What's the deal with it? Let me tell you, if it was... like 1,000 canisters stuck on an island for years situation, I would never put that card in my deck. Tasked with the goal of solving modern, they would never get there. Snowball deals 4, fair. Probably cut Oracle and not Shuko. And against a deck like this. I mean, it would be good if I had live gain though, because it's a bold deck. So maybe I'll cowardly keep the Oracle. Has Okina been good? Yeah. Okina Pendelhaven, like, have you seen the game? People play the cards they want to be good in Modern, not the ones that are like Storm and Nadu, fair. Scar Under Wall was not so great against the Grindir deck. Keep 2 to enable my cards, but try not to have to rely on it. Oh, what a hand. Probably more. This does seem better. Hello, Sultai sir. Hello, portable underscore head. Portable free head. Unstable amulet. Oh, I am unstable. Oh. Spirebluff Canal. But also kind of funny how the energy, let's say, package has permeated through Modernos pretty hard. Do I have an opinion on Merfolk in the current meta? I don't think so. I've not been thinking about Merfolk. King Court, but only X2 if I pass. That's a bit weak. Can finally with X1 maybe get a halfling. Well, decanter. Search library, okay. Halfling status delighted. Target player draws 2 cards. Let's check who do they target. Not me. Okay. Would I prefer to spend 1 year on an island with 1000 canisters or 1 year on an island with yellow hat? Yellow hat. Like just one copy, right? Not 1000. Sounds like a better idea. Not sure. Get another halfling. It does mean that if they can spell I don't get to spend my well, but I have well up with Nadu, which is mostly okay. Also have Bowmasters, which I can play. Target my Nadu. Get a trigger. Bristly Bill. Watery Grave. Put counter on the wall to be able to use the mana again. Another land. I'll pump the wall further. Bro just scoops. Did I trophy the other league? This is the other league. The league I played yesterday. I just finished it and we 5-0'd. And it was pretty easy. And I think this build was doing pretty well against the Flame of Honor control deck. One year with Nadu or 1 year with Ral is the MH3 question. Bro, you're gonna long for Nadu and Ral. Remember, week 1 Asmo in MH2. So yeah, we've got a 5-0. I like the shard, thank you. So the only paper card I'm missing for this right now is one Okina, which I'm going to order today. And hopefully it will come. Actually, I don't have a Finally of Devastation either. Well, then probably gonna cut it for something better. Did Black really do anything this league? It did, yeah. Like, I played against decks where Bowmasters was strong and Grease was strong. And I corded for Yawgmoth against the Honor deck. Bowmaster Giga cacked me last match, see? And like Bowmaster is just in general good with Cord, good with Nadu, right? Pings your own Nadu to trigger and then powers up Cord. And I hadn't played against any Force of Vigor, excuse me, any Harsh Mentor decks. Otherwise, Fail Push would have been nice. Gemstone Caverns actually continues to impress in this deck somehow. We played against Amulet, so here I just won. Force of Vigor was good. Good to have. I beat the Mirror with Flare of Daniel. There is some matchups where Bowmasters doesn't matter, but then you can board them out for interactive cards. And if he does something, he's pretty good. So yeah, pretty impressed by the stuff that happened. Is Gemstone better than a Phyrexian Tower? Yes. You don't have Finally. Neither do I. Only 2 Summoners Pact. Summoners Pact can be pretty bad to draw in multiples. Whenever I draw 2, I it's pretty rough. Because you don't actually convert it into a way to trigger Nadu nicely. You have both Sylvan, Safekeeper and Bristly Bill, but they're not quite Shuko or Outrider. So I think drawing multiples is a little bit bad, and I think finally was better that game that we just played. I was able to finally out a halfling, which my opponent needed to kill, then I called another one, then they counter it, then I have Nadu when they're tapped out, and I just hold up well for if they have Flame of Anor against Nadu. The one thing I would really want in this deck is... Yeah, I have one Temple Garden for my Outrider. There's more space for utility lands because of no Saga. One thing I would really like to have access to is just some incidental life gain. Highwire Maid does that, but kind of, you know, something repeatable. But there is nothing good, so I guess you can just roll without that. But yeah, I was also able to just fit 2 utility lands in Keeper, the treasure in Keeper, yeah. So see, that's not good. Maybe go Bound and Jump Guide of Souls. Well, that doesn't really do anything in the deck, so... Not really. Zuran Orb. Well, that's not a good card, right? I've seen people run that, I don't quite understand that. I think I wouldn't mind an extra Survey land in this deck. Fossey for flash. My deck is Sultai. That would be 5C. 1 Yogin main, that's plausible if you can fit him. Could be a main deck card, just seemed better post board for the most part and I couldn't fit him. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a second Survey land. But I'm not cutting a basic. I think I run all 3 basics. The utility lands, Arbor has to be there. It's not even a land, like it's kind of a spell. Pedal Heaven and Okina have been pretty good. If you run Yogg and main, you can cut Oracle for Blood Artist, right? Though that's not real live gain, yeah. You could play Yawgmoth main deck and have a Blood Artist or Zulap or Cutthroat over Oracle. Tawara's been good. Then I have 1 of each Shockland. 4 basics, Devil Forest is good. You just want a lot of green mana in this deck. If I run a second Survey land, it would be an Undercity Sewers. Got finally and 1 Wall of Roots. Add Yogg and Blood Artist. Perhaps. If the finally is not very good, then we can do that. We could also up the land count. I don't know if we want to do that. 8 fetches has been great. Honestly, would like to play more fetches. 2, because fetch is just very good with both Nantuko and Bristly Bill. And just they fix your mana well. Like, I guess once we have Greece, we could play Collected Company. But still, sideboarding gets iffy and it doesn't really... Like, it's better to hit just Nadu than to hit Wall of Roots and Delighted Halfling, right? Always, would rather just Pact. Just generally speaking. Fast Teferi Saga, this is, I think, what I played in the challenge. No, I switched it a little bit. I tried to put 4 sagas in there. But I think I prefer my grinding cards to be Bowmasters and Grease than Saga. Like, Saga, of course, is a little bit of a enabler of the combo, but I think between, like, with the addition of the mini triggers from Okina and Pendelhaven and Bowmasters, it's just kind of, it's fine. What are we trying next? Next, we're gonna play a league with the Gurul Eldrazi's from yesterday. Is playing Trinket Mage over Outrider too cringe? I think that Outrider is incredible. Weather Bloom command is vaguely playable and has a life gain mode. Yeah. Seems weaker than Gilded Goose. Like, let's say Gilded Goose is the benchmark of a card that gains life and is plausibly playable, although I would prefer not to. I think Outrider, it's just great. It like, can you tune Eldrazi to somehow cast Chalice for X2 on turn 2? Well, you can play Talismans to do that. Life gain seems really hard. The best I could come with are Gilded Goose, Tireless Provisioner, the Shire, which is open with Saga. Yeah, so like probably just like it's not needed enough that I really want to run it. If I could play one Uro or something, that would be... I would play one Uro. But unfortunately they made Uroboros and... Wrong account actually. So right now I only have time for one more league. But I'll do a second stream in the evening. I don't know if I'll play leagues, maybe I'll play the challenge, but the challenge runs very deep into the night, so probably not. Probably just leagues. Tempted by 4 Chalice in the Storm meta TBH. Well, it's 4 Chalice, but it also needs to be 4 Chalice cast with X equals 2. 8 PM Modern Prelim 2. Yeah, maybe I'll stream that. That sounds solid. So a deck like this has some issues. When X1 stops their hate answers post board, well that depends. Depends on what are we playing against exactly. Bro, why is there a fucking waste in your deck? It makes no sense. Like after my prelim, yes, after my league yesterday, I am just assuming that people will run Shattering Spree. Pick Your Poison in general just looks like a terrible way to tackle hate. Like, what if your opponent has a bad hate card on top of the good one? Like, seems worse than Nature's Claim. Why do people play Pick Your Poison and Storm? Waste for Blood Moon, I guess. And what does it achieve against Blood Moon? It can be fetched. Can't cast anything. I guess it casts Whatnot Seer. Can grab it off of Boseju. I think I would like Mycosynth, Mycospon, something in this deck, but I can't fit it. And I guess Photon Seer gives us some minimal interaction against Storm, so it's a little bit tough to include. Does Ulamog the Defiler kill when breached? The idea is that you'll have something exiled, either with either the card you exile with Podnot Seer, Labyrinth, or Devourer. And then Podnot Seer also combos with the Through the Breach Ulamog, so it's kind of necessary for that. Bro, so I will never spell Labyrinth correctly in my life. Staff exile with EG Grief. Yeah, everything that just gets into exile incidentally. Labyrinth, Labyrinth, final answer. I cut a waste for a Sowing Mycospawn. No i kurwa się ściął, no. Alright, anything else that works against Storm? I'm gonna cut the Disruptor of Flutes for being terrible. I can be seen playing them after I Just shit talked it online. Kozilek's return. No, we don't. Let's play 4 Trinisphere. Let's respect Storm. Wasescape Battle Mage. Broski. For sure. 3 of Existence. Rocks. Wow. Your proposed cards barely does anything. Let's go. Simic Hardened Scales. 4 Nadu, 1 Shuko. 3 Agatha Soul Cauldron. What a deck. Alright, Eldrazi, show me your power. Thoughts on keeping this hand? Hitting a green land off the top. Okay, I keep. Nadu should be better in hammer than in scales, I guess. We already figured it out. Nadu is best in Yawgmoth, but you just replace Yawgmoth with Nadu. Awkward. Only have 1 7-drop. Guess I'll draw the mountain like a pleb. MH, MH2, MH3. Never heard of those things. I deploy Legion Loyalist. Two Legion Loyalists. One lander. Or you have no blue mana in your Yogg deck. Well, now you do. I'm always scared that I will accidentally return the 7-drop to my hand rather than adding 2 mana. Canister, then simply first cast your spell and then add mana. Okay. Seriously, bros, do UI designers just intentionally create the worst experience so they can say they've done something, then they have a secondary task of reverting back to having it be usable again? Question mark. You only dislike it because it's new. You don't actually dislike it because it's bad. Bobsia. So you will get over it and they know it. What's the exact reason for the change? Hard to say, I don't know. I'll discard my only green source instead of Ancient Steerings because still don't like the MTGA sideboard change for best of one. Oh yeah, I hate that. I played the qualifier weekend the other day. I failed to make day 2 and the best of one sideboard it just feels like I have to suffer a lot for no sins of mine. And then I played most of it on my phone. When you sideboard, Arena no longer displays the amount of cards currently in your deck, so you don't know how many more you need to cut down to 60. You need to manually count your sideboard. It's because there is a drop-down menu in place of the space where it would display the amount of cards you currently have in your deck. There is a drop-down menu where you can choose one of the 3 saved options. If you have previously saved them, you can make post-board configurations of your deck and save them, so you don't even have to like swap the cards. You can just choose Phoenix from the drop-down menu, Control or Vampires, and it's literally the 3 decks you'll play against in an Explorer tournament, so I guess that fits. Makes sense. It's got steerings and 2 Fodnotzirs. Probably more steerings if I want to bring Chalice. Ready up for Draftsman Arena? That's a good question too. MTG Arena, what a website that is. Okay, Devourer, show me something good. Do I want to draw any? I think the answer is no. I just want to draw a Labyrinth. It actually cycles for Eldrazi Temple mana. And exiles a 0-drop. Whoa, with Arena of Glory you can cast 2 different creature spells and they both have haste. Amp Traptor. Once upon a time would have been so good in this deck. Fair. Holy guacamole. I'll kill the denizen or guide. Ooh, labyrinth. Then I'll make a spawn. And I'll Ulamog the Defiler, my opponent, exiling 7 of their strongest cards. Or weakest, depending on the where you look at it. Seven counters because we have a Devourer and All is Dust. Exiled. Kindred Sorcery, Eldrazi. Any Kindred Spirits in the chat? Is the other Ulamog art on Modo? The crawling one? Yes. Sowing Miko Spawn absolutely rules.
He's a phenomenal control player.
When everyone else is achieving something in their life but you just sit in your room all day being a burden on society.
Yeah, same. It seems like actually it was not, it wasn't no new cards goblins, it was new cards goblins, red aggro, sly, how do people call that? What was the preferred cringe name for that deck? Utilizing Foundry Street Denizen in the year of 2024. 8 whack, yeah. We haven't seen any whacks, but perhaps. I guess Amped Raptor doesn't combine very well with neither of the whacks. You can't, well, you can kick the Bushwalker, I guess. But the Surge one doesn't work ever. We have the labyrinth, but no one to trap in it. Could it be a mulligan? Is the new landfall battlecry creature a goblin? It is a human. I had a Boros aggro sealed deck in the team sealed event over the weekend at the Paprika, shall we won? Which played I put back breach. 3 copies of the landfall battlecry guy. I had 2 windswept heath, 2 or 3 colorless fetches, 2 scary of gremlins, some other ways to create tokens. I had the free menace Eldrazi, which creates spawns every time you sacrifice a permanent, so I was sacrificing fetches all the time. And then I had like turns where I play the creature and just went 3 landfall triggers in a single turn. Opponent fetched a hammer, so I guess I'll die. Unless they have no land drop. Holy shit. They don't? Maybe they have 2 hammers though, so death can still await me. Shadow Spear. Okay, I guess I want to draw Eugene's Labyrinth. Talisman of Impulse, not so hot. Against Hammer. Hmm. Well, I probably will Chalice. Does the Battle Mage actually kill Saga? It does, right? Kurwa no. Waste. Escape. Yeah, I've highlighted over Thief because Escape, my Battle Mage, was mentioned as an alternative to Thief. And I guess it actually is better because it does kill Urza's Saga. And Ring, this kills Ring too. All this does looks actually pretty poor against Hammer. Kind of want to cut all 4 and then never activate my Labyrinth. Sure, why not? I'll trim on strings. Yeah. Because I bring in Chalice, so I will hit my own strings. This hand does roughly nothing. It does stare though. Ah, Appoint Mulligan to 5 cards. My Dismember will hold them back. Labyrinth. Well, I'll take the Labyrinth for the upside. What matchup is Trinisphere for? It's for Storm for sure. I mean, we could bring it against Hammer on the play, but it's just always a little bit stinky to do. They just have curves that will get to ignore that card pretty well. Imagine your opponent goes Plains, Sigarda's 8, turn to Urza's Saga, and you go Trinisphere. You actually did nothing, right? Kind of. They have the colorless counterspell. Holy shit, Shuko in response. Maybe a Nadu Hammer deck is okay. Maybe it's actually strong. Paladin turning all equipment into Shuka, then why do they play Shuka? Doesn't make sense. Let's cycle one of the commandos. Stealing opponent's Nadus with ages rather than running Nadu yourself. Holy guacamole. That's good deck building. I think Fodon Seer is good enough to draw. I think we'd prefer a big Eldrazi, but consigned to memory. I've been consigned to memory for years now. Is it if X think they're still good? Is that if X float? Yeah, if X thinks they're good. If they float, they're likely good too. I think now. What a creature. A divination. How many lands in a Nadu hammer deck? Probably not enough. 22, 4 of which are Urza's Sagas. Awesome. $21 or some, but again, 21 including for Urza's Saga. That's crazy. Oh, surprised they formatted command to be Scry X, then draw instead of look at top X and add. Scry 8 is such a slow effect to resolve for little design benefit. Honestly, now that you mention it, that's true. Although, if you formatted it this way, then it will enjoy a card when cast for 0. Which now it does. Just probably intended, like specifically intended that. You can keep multiple cards on top with Scry. I think that falls under the umbrella of little design benefit. Would have it been worth upkeep scrying this turn to find a bomb? There's no point to ever upkeep scry with Kozilek's command. You draw your card immediately. We got them with Emrakul. Now on the draw, I for sure do not want Trinisphere. Maybe I do want Lul Elemental Blast. They play Nadu, countering Nadu, really strong. Lul Elemental Blast. I'll cut the
He's a
spawning
phenomenal
syncope.
control player.
6 months to go.
Go where? Oh, the 69 land, I see. Alright, do we trust in Devourer of Destiny finding a labyrinth? Or at least a temple. Otherwise I can't keep. I trust, a multi-6, I trust. Let's go! Always a bummer when you click on Devourer and the effect does not happen instantly. Just happens on your first unkeep. Villain mulligan to 5 again, typical hammer. Typical hammer passion. Let's go! 5 cards, look for labyrinth. Literally once upon. Thanks. Thank you for raging chat. And helping me out with drawing the card I need. Minus 3 cards. In a way. White mana. Stoneforge. Oh, that's scary. So I assume that casting One Ring is gonna be preferable. Nice, next turn I can cast Fordon Seer and hold up Kozilek's command for Inkmoth. Interesting. Yeah, Fordon Seer. Spending mana on the chalices seems not so great. They'll flash the hammer in response as well. You can kill Ornithopter Drycard. So I'll do that sorcery speed. No, probably Charm Block. Dismember, nice. Yeah, I think I'll Charm Block. Just need to find an Eldrazi to get them. If I breach an Emrakul, they probably can't win. Well, I guess I need to find a breach and Emrakul too, so I guess I need more than that, but they do draw. But they make a construct anyways. And it's post-combat. Deep of Existence, not bad. Nice. The temples. Let me... Ah, fought not. That's alright. Really, you need an Oracle and a Hammer deck? Or do you just board it in because... Oh no, I did it. It happened. I did the thing I was scared of. Ay, the misclick. Costly. Hmm. They should make a confirmation for activating Eugene's Labyrinth. Like when you try to drop from an event, you have to type out drop. You'd have to type out return. Colorless mana. Oh no. Do I think the Oracle took the spot of a protection spell? Yes. I do. Flare of Fortitude. Sounds okay. Let's draw another ring. No nie, no nic nie dobrałem. Ja pierdzielę, przegrywam przecież. No, we don't lose. A villain equipped hammer on the construct was 100% lethal. Well, then I would kill the construct. I would not kill the ink mob then, so... Take your Oracle. How did the Sultai Nadu deck feel? It felt like Yawgmoth, but with a better Yawgmoth. You've seen those lists of Yawgmoth where people just stick for Nadu, but it's just that Nadu is the better Yawgmoth in those decks. So that's what that deck was. Isn't it better to exile Aid? If I exile Aid, then I cut off my opponent's top decks. But also I have to chum block with 2 monsters. Well, now I only have to chum block with 1. So that seems like a tangible upside. Ring will kill you anyway, no? Well, I go down to 1. So if I don't die, I don't die, and I have a turn, right? I might draw something in 5 cards that will help me not die to ring. Gdzie tam kurwa chuja możesz dobrać kanister? Now I get to look at a lot of cards to find another ring. So it's not over. Probably don't play land, because then I can either... Maybe I do play land and tap it. Because I want to cast Kozilek's Commando, make spawns and draw. In order to find another ring. And I'm wondering if there's any other outs I have.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Like strings. Which I boarded out most of. And by most of I mean all. And I don't think I can breach in a way that makes sense. Ulamog has Annihilator 5 only. It has to be ring. Well, does it? It does. I think it does. Can I Ulamog your ring? Wrong Ulamog. One thing about the new Ulamog is that it's actually really weak against Mayhem Devil. It's pretty scary. So try not to face that card if you play the new Ulamog, as your opponent will simply sacrifice everything they've got and kill you. Can I kill my ring with a 3-drop creature? I don't think so. Opponent controls. I guess if they have the replicate counter spell, then they get me still. Okay. Next turn we can dig similarly through the breach. Did I have something nice for breakfast? I had eggs and 2 small sandwiches. No red mana for breach. Grove of Burn Willows gives us red mana without paying life. Even giving my opponent 1 life to make Emrakul exactly lethal. They can block with Orni. You think so? Think again. Good thing you didn't have to jump with Thief of Existence. Yeah. I mean, it's actually a good thing, right? Kozlek's command on top, so no block. I already drew the Kozlek's command. I'll simply use my boss edge that I have in hand chat. That's what's gonna happen. I don't think there was more Kozlek's commandos. Although maybe. Well, they would have needed the replicate counterspell to stifle it. Which they didn't have, as I assume they would have countered Kozlek's command. Click. DB canister wins the match. Let's go! 2-0! I am so stoked to be victorious. Through the league, yeah, like through the breach. Good one. Command confirmed broken. The command was pretty great, in fact. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Any opponents though? Anyone ready to jump into the queue to fight me? ZTL 29991? Sure, why not? We're on the play, but I have Labyrinth and Double Devourer. Holy guacamole, you're gonna draw the best card possible in my first draw step, and I think it's gonna be the One Ring. Which actually can't even be Thoughtseize because it's gonna be on top of my deck. It's kind of crazy. Unless I want another Labyrinth, but I think I'll just exile all four and look for Ring. I could keep Seer, I guess, and then like, yeah, keeping Seer is probably good because then I look at one less, but I can keep Seer if everything fails. Okay. I'll save the steerings. I don't want to just turn it into green cycle. Do I have a list tuned with MH3 for Amulet? I am a Nadu player now. So I have not played Amulet at all. What is this? 2 White Orchid Phantoms? Oh no, my land. Is better Nadu than Titan? Yes, yes is. Co to jest? Boombast? I think it's Solitude. We needed the ring. If I had the ring instead of Photon Seer, then I would have just won against that hand on the spot. It never beat the One Ring. So we have to put our trust into this ancient steerings. Hey Mr. Streamer, in your opinion, which card / archetype is underrated right now? It's Nadu. I co to kurwa jest? Te karty nic nie robią. Another Photon Seer? I think that accomplishes not much. Maybe Kozilek's command. Just like exile creature I draw to keep pressuring. Get to my 7-drop somehow. Does it have flash? No, I guess they have lightning bolt. Best deck is 3 mana lightning helix. Honestly, agreed. They have some kind of a blinkage effect. Blackstones. Flash is just Euro. Truer words have not been spoken. Wait, but Uro, that's not blue, that's just not Uro. Maybe I would rather make spawns than exile this. Oh. That's a plan. Bro, I would love an Uro to court for. Probably would not even court for it, I would just play them in that deck. Kind of doesn't make much sense. So yeah, 1 to court for. I would settle for that. But that's the only way in which Uro can be played. Ooh, the onion ring. Okay, land. Ay. Put some pressure. Attack for 0, play 4/4 that draws them a card when it dies. Ugh. That's funny that like the thing that Soul Land makes playable is a talisman. It's kind of funny. No dobra, no to ci wypierdolę gongę rakulem i co mi powiesz? You will say DB canister wins. Literally Uro. Gamson Caverns? Sure. Do we have anything that's weak against their deck? We have All Is Dust, which honestly, All Is Dust seems pretty trash. It doesn't seem to work against any decks. Nadu, it's not too bad, I guess. But like, they can just play Nadu and kill you, so Sorcery Speed Sweeper. Storm, dead card. Wandering decks, dead card. Keep one. Now I have to see you trophy this bitch. Whoa! Language. We keep double devourer. Find temple. Devourer? I barely knew her. If you revealed 12 Devourers of Destiny, you could just exile your deck down to 1 land. 1 card. And then you draw it in your... Well, I guess you couldn't choose what that card is, but... Well, I'll keep Talisman on top. Steve. I think Talisman makes the most sense, so you go perform the powerful Labyrinth, Talisman, Ancient Strings Gambit. Can only reveal 7 from hand. Not really, you can reveal any amount, you just have 7 cards only, but... So far there is no way to modify that in a game of Magic, but... What if there was? Hello villain. Thanks. Almost returned the Devourer to my hand. No, turn off. Steerings, I was supposed to cast Steerings too. Instinctively I tapped it and just wanted to slam that like button and pass. Could take a land, but I think I'll take the One Ring because I am a person who likes to high roll. I can cast Kozilek's Commando and scry 1, draw next turn. Yeah, if you hold W that works, but I am playing with one hand, so I need the other one to scratch my body parts in the meantime, so... I guess if I get White Orchid Phantomed, then in this spot I will regret not having wastes cutting it. The one spot. See, they cleansed their Black Stones instead of...
What a coincidence, I'm watching the stream with one hand.
I should have taken the land, clearly. Three rings. Holy shit. Ariana Grande 7 rings soon. At this rate. They cleansed the land because it was a Flaxons of Trokar. And they just don't want to give up value. Whoops. We'll find it now, chat. Don't worry. Scry 1. Bottom. Almost. Hello, can I ask you a question about other deck? Sure. Go ahead. Flash discarded to Fable. Holy moly. Shattering Spree. Alright, bros. Oof, they played the ring instead of Flash. We have a bit more time now. More time to concede. Alright, we got punished pretty severely. Now on the play, Gemstone Caverns is pretty bad. But I guess I'll keep it as an extra land. And I'll submit. Sand doesn't do anything. Playing a turn free one ring is literally what Tron does, so we should be fine. Why is the mono black deck scam playing a playset of the new Sorin? I still don't see the value. The mono black scam deck playing a playset of new Sorin. I think people are playing what they want right now. In many possible configurations, so I don't know what is the mono black scam deck you were looking at, but surely you've seen a list that does that. Soul Spike 1, it does make sense. Sorin flips with Soul Spike and then you can deal much damage with Soul Spike. It's kind of a combo if you ask me. Aspiring Soul Spike. Clenching Wildfire. Oh no. I don't think casting Thief of Existence will finish the game, so I'll wait. They are attacking your mana. Not anymore. Oh no, yellow remand. Bros. There's something so rough about getting yellow remanded. Like, normal remand is kind of tough at times, but oh no, bust. Gonna keep a land. Alright, let's keep on playing. I guess I can draw 2 more lands and play turn 8 ring. Ooh, a value land. Haven't seen this artwork yet. Monumental Henge. No, I meant yellow remand. Why would I mean that? Doesn't make sense. This one is more yellow, I guess. Alright, opponent, I have lost my will to live. You have the one ring and I don't. Well, whoever wanted to watch me 5-0, good riddance. You can go to sleep. I'll take a bathroom break. I'll be back in a few minutes for the next match. I had a revelation. In my Nadu deck I should have the first Yawgmoth main and both Greases in the sideboard. Greases are gonna be good in the sideboard at games, and Yawgmoth is gonna be a tutor target sometimes. I keep. Hand is way too good. I play Tempura of Eldrazi. And pass. I cast Grief. I cast Combat Trick. I take card. I take card again. Opponent took both steerings, leaving the gigantic threat of Through the Breach Emrakul in my hand, and also letting me find just a little bit more mana for all this dust. We did get Fotzi's back, yeah. Let's keep Emrakul because I win if I draw a red land. Is this the Celestial deck or did I make changes? Of course I made changes. One time red source dealer. Thank you, dealer. Dealer? I barely knew her. Thing is, I attack them and they cast a... Holy shit. I was about to say that they cast Not Dead After All on the Grief, and I'm actually not in a great spot, but... Okay, well that works. We got flared. But any other land makes you cast All His Dust was my reasoning. Yeah, but I can get my All His Dust back now. And like it's better now than Emrakul would have been to get if the game turns grindy. So now I have 7 mana, so if my opponent just presents a board that's worth killing, we can bring back All His Dust and cast it. Should I All His Dust is those two? We lost to Boros Land Destruction. Flash. Seemed pretty rough. Good draw. Shadow Spear. Oh no. Onion ring, that's what I needed. Through the breach. Just one more piece. Perfect needle. Alright, let's draw Devourer of Destiny. Exile target permanent, that's one or more colors. I see. I see. One or more colors, you say. I cast 6/6. I cast 4 mana Flare of Malish. Or I guess I attack with both creatures and that works. Yeah. So against Mono Black Scam. It's not that this member is actually great. I don't want to draw it. I think I don't sideboard. All is dust. Disappointing. Honestly, if this was World Breaker, I would have been happier every match so far. World Breaker. What a card. Need more talismans and World Breaker. 0 all is dust. Worst card ever. Don't you dare cast a discard spell on turn 1, my friend. Maybe keeping mono lands was better, but probably not. Swamp, Fuzzies. Griff, not dead after all, your Griff. Turn to ring, you wish, buddy. Opponent tanks hard after discarding my entire hand. Alright, Fuzzy's back one time, no. Unlucky. Dumping Sphere. That doesn't even seem particularly great. This deck top decks like a machine. Sure. Tapping Sphere, I barely was here. Good one. Maybe if my cyborg was built in a way where I can board out the Through the Breach combo. But currently we are not really well set to top deck against a Grief deck. My good draws include the One Ring and Kozilek's Command, really. In like spots like this. And they also contain 10 blanks, 14 blanks. No, 18 blanks, because all it does, that's all it is, it's a blank. Fodnot Seer, which is okay, like calling Fodnot Seer a blank is a little bit of a stretch. And then they also contain, like, let's say, this many lands. So my deck has 37 blanks after getting turn 1 Grief Scammed. No. 41 blanks. Nah, 40 blanks, yeah. Holy shit. That's pretty weak. Maze Mind Tome, that would rock. Honestly. 4 Maze Mind Tomes in the sideboard. Or 2 Maze Mind Tomes and 2 Reckoner Bankbusters to dodge Piffing Needle. Yeah, we need that. Reckoner Bankbuster. Mycospawn was great in Legacy Cloud Post. Mycospawn, yeah, fine, fine. Doesn't, hard to fit alongside Through the Breach. But card is assuredly fine. Huh, I'll keep. Reveal 3 cards beginning of the game. Anyone pre-gaming the reactions? Guide of Souls. Okay, this could have went one of the two possible ways. My opponent plays Guide of Souls, which seems blank and doesn't do anything. Or Grief Scam, which is Giga unblank and murders me on the spot. Opponent chose the peaceful route, and now they're gonna be devoured for their missteps. Guess I look for a soul land. Or at least talisman. Okay, I'll take the talisman. Agreed, Da Vinci. Nadu Shmadu. So strong. What was 4-color Nadu? Just Sultai with white, or you mean something else? Like Sultai with Outrider is my deck 4-color. Okay. Sorin of House Markov. Like this deck, I get that it won a challenge too, but oh, I can't cast Woodlex Commando. But it's so mid-rangey. Not a single non-mid-range card. What if your opponent doesn't mid-range? Curious. Do you have a link to the list, Da Vinci? I was considering sideboarding a Teferi still, or two. In the Sultai list. How is Eldrazi? Excellent. Interesting. So Sorin is not a main. But Ral, Ajani are a May. I guess Tamio is also not a May. How do you decide that? Do I think Ruby Storm is real? It seems very real to me. May I say something stupid? I do not like Devourer in this deck. There is no better card to put into this deck. There's synergies with Devourer. It grows your Ulamog for when you through the breach it. And like I think Devourer is okay, but it's not exquisite. Nice play. Well, they exhorted me, they gained an energy. Solid. What are my thoughts on MH3 Limited? Pretty nice. I like it. I've played a few drafts and a few seals. I guess once again we don't sideboard. Seems like my opponent's cards don't do anything, and all his does was actually pretty decent for the first time. But yeah, unlimited. It's fun. I don't have anything more verbose to say about it though, so I just had fun. Guide of Souls again. Then free through the breach Ulamog, make them sacrifice 10,000 permanents. Talisman. Holy shit. Well, we can't quite do the thing. They'll take my Through the Breach or my Ulamog, I guess. Dumpling Sphere. I mean, Dumpling Sphere, sure. It's game 3 or 2, I think 2. Yeah, I love playing 4 damage sorceries and 3 damage cards into Chrysalis. So you can simply play something else into Chrysalis. I gave them life. No, I didn't. An energy rather than a life. You know what? Actually, resolves, you can fly. I Kozilek's command, draw, make spawns, all this dust. You can hit me for 2 more, my friend. Also, Coco could be cool in bag. Yes, somebody suggested that today. It does make more sense alongside grease than it made alongside no grease, but I would rather. It's unlikely to be better than actual tutors, I think, given how company that doesn't hit Nadu is just not very good. Scry for land, question mark. In fact, I will, yes. Ooh, well, don't want neither of those. All is dust. Could have a not dead after all. A Johnny triggers from the graveyard. Sick. Yeah, Eldrazi Temple cannot cast colorful Eldrazi's. That is what kept it in check before the invention of the Devoid keyword. Devoid. The void. Oh no, flash to face? That's actually scary as heck. I'll go to 1. Not that after all would be interesting. They flash, I devour, flash. Then they flash again, I die. Ooh, cast grief, okay. Well, that's rough. There's a dumping sphere in play, which made sure that I couldn't actually. Pay 2 with all this dust. Think I would devour. This can exile Falage. Falagi. We have an Emrakul exile, so anytime I draw a Fruit Breach is lethal. Maybe I should have Kozilek's commanded exile and then drew. Well, I still had 4 life because they Ulamog would have been insta lethal. Well, pow. Classic Annihilator 15. Exile 15 tournaments, my friend. Alright, we free-tuned. Solid. Do I like Bristly Bill? I love Bristly Bill. Actually, no. Love is maybe too strong of a word. I enjoy Bristly Bill. Move Yawgmoth main deck. Move the second greased sideboard. Remove the greased. Add the fairy. Just one cheeky Teferi. Under city sewers? No. Under... I think it's sewers of some kind. It's the Dimir one? Yeah, that's the one I want. Maybe just play 24 lands total with a second Survey land. Cut a wall. Finally. Well, on paper you can cut Oracle. So maybe we play 61 and then paper we cut Oracle. What's the win in paper? I mean, you might still want Oracle, but the win is draw deck, Hardcast Endurance, Nantuko on Endurance, Safekeeper in play, make infinite mana and infinite creatures with that. Play Bowmasters, Nantuko Bowmasters, make infinite Bowmasters, shoot your opponent. Still, there are upsides to having Oracle. Alright, maybe I'll cut an 8th fetch and just play 7. Add 4 with Bowmasters and 1 Blood Artist, go to 63. Sure, why not? Beating ring protection on your turn with Oracle seems nice. Kind of, but also doesn't matter because you can do that instant speed. Like you can set that up and pass your opponent's upkeep, and Outrider is in play, and you do everything instant speed. Cut finally in Bill. Bro, you can't cut Bill. What are you talking about? I'll cut a pact for now. I think I would rather play 2 packs than a pact and a finally, but I want to get more games with finally. Holy shit, what a crew of tech options in the deck. What a toolbox deck. Every tool for a box. That said, I have to finish the stream now, but I'll be back today in the evening. I'll stream the 8 p.m. prelim or the 10 p.m. challenge, I'll see. Invasion of Ikoria over finally, maybe. Let's read Invasion of Ikoria before dismissing that. Non-human. There's a few humans like this. No, that's not a human. This is a human. The upside is that I probably have Invasion of Ikoria somewhere in the boxes behind me. While I for sure do not have Finally of Devastation. I guess the upside of Finally is just that it has the, if X is 10 or more, 10 or more, and it fetches Safekeeper, so not much. Huh. I guess it also fetches Yawgmoth, which is a human. Alright. I'll see you in the evening. Take care. Also, one more question that I got, I guess, that I wanted to answer. What did I think about the Eldrazi Breach deck? It was fine, but it seemed prone to drawing useless hands. But it did have something powerful in it, and it did make sure to draw something powerful with Ring eventually, because the combo should win on the spot, so that's pretty good. Bridge seems like a fun FNM deck. Yeah, it was no Nadu, I guess. That's what I'm gonna say. No Nadu and no Storm. Those are the true good decks. Take care.